Yarrow Nightcarapace. The rhythmic scraping of stone upon stone was the only music Yarrow Nightcarapace had ever known, a symphony of patient progress, marking the Great Migration. For days, he and his kin had moved as one, a living mountain range shifting across the desolate plains. Then, the earth trembled, with a violence unknown. A fissure, black and jagged, tore open the path ahead, swallowing two of the elders whole. Their agonized groans echoed not from the abyss, but from within Yarrow's own shell, a fracture in the very soul of his people. Yarrow approached the chasm's edge, the scent of deep earth and something metallic assaulting his senses. He found not random rockfall, but tools, crude picks of a metal that hummed with a strange energy, left behind as if in haste. The tracks that led away were not of turtle, but of something bipedal and shod. This was no act of nature, it was a deliberate sabotage, a murderous interruption of a sacred journey. An elder named Silas, his shell mapped with the cracks of ages, revealed a forgotten lore, a crystalline heartstone, said to pulse with the life force of their migratory path. Hidden in the caverns of the sunken ridge. "You will need a guide," Silas rasped, and called upon Alara, a swift and sharp-eyed tracker from a younger clutch, who knew the treacherous ridges better than any. Their only resource was time itself, ever dwindling. The first of the saboteurs was a hulking brute named Kael, guarding a narrow pass. "Turn back, Shellback!" he roared, hefting a humming pick. Yarrow, slow of foot but immense of will, did not turn. He lowered his head, presenting his stone-carved shell. Kael's blow landed, a shock of piercing noise, but Yarrow held firm, driving forward until the man stumbled back, shocked by the turtle's unyielding resolve. The path was cleared, but the cost was a deep, aching crack in Yarrow's armour. Alara returned from a scouting mission, her eyes wide with dread. "They are mere vandals," she whispered. "They seek the Heartstone not to destroy it, but to harness its power for their own city, to still the earth for their foundations. They believe our migration causes the quakes that shake their towers." The conflict was no longer mere malice, it was a tragic clash of survival, each side seeing the other as the enemy of their existence. Within the silent depths of the sunken ridge, Yarrow found the Heartstone. It pulsed with a soft warm light, and as he touched it, a vision flashed, not of destruction, but of balance. The migration was not the cause of the quakes, it was the cure. A gradual release of the world's pent-up pressure. To stop it would be to invite a cataclysm that would swallow both turtle and human cities alike. Their foe was not evil, but profoundly, dangerously mistaken. The human citadel loomed, a jagged scar against the sky. To reach their leader, Yarrow and Alara had to navigate canals thick with refuse, and streets where every shadow could hide a guard. The humming picks were everywhere, their vibrations a physical agony to Yarrow's senses. It was a descent into a world not made for them, a place of deafening noise and frantic motion, where every moment threatened discovery and a death far from the open sky. They found the human commander, a weary woman named Lena, in her tower overlooking the stalled migration. "You protect your people," Yarrow said, his voice a low rumble. "So do I, but you fight a symptom, not the disease." He showed her the pulsating Heartstone, and shared the vision of the coming cataclysm. The final confrontation was not with weapons, but with truth. Lena saw the folly in her strategy, the arrogance of it. The real enemy was ignorance. A new covenant was forged. The humans, using their tools and knowledge, would bridge the great fissure and safeguard the migratory path. The turtles would continue their ancient vital rhythm. Yarrow, bearing the crack from Kal-El's pick as a mark of honor, led his people across the new bridge. The status quo was not merely re-established, but evolved. From solitary coexistence into a wary, respectful alliance, bound by the shared understanding that some rhythms of the world are ought to be broken,